More WWE stars are getting bizarre name changes. Plus, an ex-AEW star reveals why they didn't stay with the promotion. And a big ROH title match has been teased on AEW Rampage. It's all in the wrestling news right now. WWE and the Witness Protection Program both very much enjoy changing people's names. One more than the other at the moment. PW Insider reporting that we've got some new names for the grizzled young veterans. Now, before they went away for a bit on NXT 2.0, James Drake and Zach Gibson became just Gibson and Drake. They're not even that anymore. Go on, Andrew.
Jagger Reed and Rip Fowler, respectively.
So Jagger Reed is James Drake and Zach Gibson is Rip Fowler. Now, all right, Fowler, I think Jack Atkins from Cultaholic.com called the Fowler part.
Seriously?
Because of football things in it.
Football. Oh, I thought of Fowler from Chicken Run Me. That's where that came from for me.
The most Yorkshire Fowler.
Yeah, the most Yorkshire Fowler.
I want to be in a pie. I don't like gravy. But so I think I'd like to think it's that, where they've just looked down the Liverpool roster and just gone, Fowler.
I think it could be the same for Jagger Reed as well. I'm sure Owen or Joel, who's like editing this video. Oh no, Joel's not here. Whoever's editing this will know football. I don't know football.
There'll be something. So Jagger Reed and Rip Fowler are now James Drake and Zach Gibson. It's heavily speculated as well that we will meet Jagger and Rip for the first time, not the first time, on NXT next week. There's been lots of people suggesting that the Dyad, the cloaked minions of Joe Gasey, are in fact former Messrs Drake Gibson.
Yeah, I think we've seen them do I can't even remember what the finisher is now. We haven't seen them on TV.
Ticket
for a
to
while.
Mayhem.
That's the one. I think we've seen them do that before on people and whatnot. I think it's going to end up being them. However, the whole thing with Joe Gacy's not been gelling well with me, Tom. It doesn't do anything for me at all. It feels very hammy, and not in a good way. Not a good ham.
Ah, poor ham. And that's coming from a vegan.
Exactly.
If you're not enjoying it,
if it's not good ham,
it's not good.
It's not turning me, lad. It's not turning me.
I mean, let's hopefully they take off the cloaks and we still get, Rip Fowler soon to be recognised. I hope we keep that kind of shtick.
It's going very spooky though. And that's what gets me a little bit.
I mean, it's okay. Look, I can't be massively mad about them taking two wrestlers who were kind of doing not a whole lot, giving them spooky new personas. I lived through the era of Midian and Viscera.
That's true. That's very true.
We've played this game before. And yeah, I am comparing Drake and Gibson to Midian and Viscera. What have you? Shoes off. If you hate Viscera, that was a thing. We'll keep an eye on that one, but more new names for more wrestlers. This is just... I thought that with the arrival of NXT 2.0, that was going to be the end of the name-changing malarkey, and we were just going to go, right, now we've got what we've got, let's crack on. I'm just now looking at anybody who was there, I mean, even who was there at the beginning of 2.0.
Yeah.
Who they can just go, your name is now Sizzle Montyjig.
Whoa, that's pretty good, that, actually.
Your name is now Erwin Flabberdag. Get on it.
It's one of them things as well, isn't it, where we talk about name changes, and then all of a sudden we kind of, and I'm very much guilty of this as well. We think name changes, we think, that's it, they're done for. They're not going to wrestle how they ever used to wrestle again, and that's not necessarily the case, is it?
No.
We see. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on this. I think we'll see what happens when they do get revealed. I'm hoping it's not too spooky, at least, anyway, and we can just get them doing what they're the best at, and that's tag team wrestling and being incredibly aggressive and incredibly good in the ring. Time will tell, Tom.
It certainly will. Now let's go to the UK version of NXT. No new names, but a new champion, Andrew.
My goodness, Mark Coffey has beaten Noam Dar in round 6 of the NXT Heritage Cup match that they had, and he is now the NXT UK Heritage Cup champion.
Hey.
And for the very first time for the young man as well.
For the very first time. Sorry, as you were.
That was good. So post-match, we saw the return of Joe Coffey as well. He's back from a hiatus to celebrate the big Gallus victory there. Wolfgang is also in line to get a shot at Ilya Dragunov's NXT UK title in 2 weeks as well.
Yes, come on, Wolfie!
It's going to be a big guy, Gaius? Why was I saying Gallus? It's going to be a big Gallus victory. I think we're going to see him holding all the belts.
I want them to hold all. I want to see Wolfgang as NXT UK champion.
I think
maybe
I
not
reckon
today,
that can happen.
maybe not tomorrow, but soon for the rest of my life.
And if Pretty Deadly bring them belts back as well,
Wolfgang can have them as well.
Then I don't think they're going to hold him for very long, Tom.
And then Wolfgang can get the Heritage Cup. And then Wolfgang can go into the main roster and go, all right, Gunter, stitch that. Icy belt. Jump over to Raw. Give Wolfgang all of them.
All of the belts.
Yeah, and then he can merge them together and it's the Wolfgang Championship.
Nice.
Make that happen.
I like it.
Make it happen, Barry. I'm watching you.
I want him to melt them all down into a nice little teacup.
And he drinks out
And he just drinks it.
That's an even better idea. Brilliant stuff. Let's go over to AEW, another place where Wolfgang will win all the titles at some point. We said farewell to Alan Angels from the Dark Order and AEW. He was on the two-man power trip of wrestling, talking about how and why he came to leave AEW. And he said, they didn't renew my contract and they offered me a per-appearance deal. That we knew. He said, I just felt there wasn't really enough room for me to grow in AEW. And at that moment, at least, you never know where the wrestling business is going to take you next, but I just felt that, maybe it was time for me to do my own thing. Now, he's not the only person that we've heard talk about sort of the overstuffed ravioli that is the roster of Tony Khan's Playhouse.
Yeah, no, there has been a lot, hasn't there?
It was Miro, I think he was talking a few weeks back, where he said, look, I've been ready to go for ages, but it's like trying to jump on a wheel.
There's no place, is there?
There's nowhere to slot in at that particular point. And I think Alan Angels found himself in a similar boat. I think there's a few other people in that similar place as well. I know Peter Avalon this isn't in the notes, I know Peter Avalon had a chat, I think it was on Insight with Chris Van Vliet.
Yes.
Possibly, where he said, look, I'm still there, just because I'm not on Rampage or Dynamite, don't assume I'm not there anymore. I'm still doing stuff. But it's a packed roster of people.
It is. And I think more power to Alan as well, just going out and doing his own thing. He was one of those people when we would watch him on TV, everyone would be like, my God, he's so good. He's so good. He's definitely going to get a push and whatnot. But when there's so many people on the roster, and when Tony's obviously got sort of an idea for the overarching narrative of AEW, and someone doesn't fit into that, what can you do? I mean, you can't really do anything, can you?
I tell you what you do,
What do you
cheeky
do?
little Yorkshireman.
Hello?
Put him on Ring of Honor.
Oh, well, but then does Ring of Honor get overstuffed? Because there's so many people. There is so many people right now. And I guess that is the problem. Like, even if you brought a load of people over to Ring of Honor, I think there's still the problem of not everyone's going to get not everyone's going to get a shot.
We're still overflowing in the wrestling yard. But regardless, it has given Claudio Castagnoli a little date. Big match teased. Now, we're going to talk Rampage spoilers here. Obviously, I've just said the name, but I'm hoping you'll forgive that. We'll talk Rampage spoilers. It's on tonight. If you're a person that just wants to watch Rampage as it happens and not have maroons like us talk all over it, then this is your jumping off point. Keys.
Love you, bye.
At the end of Rampage, here comes Jonathan Gresham, the ROH World Champion, to size up Claudio Castagnoli.
Oh my goodness! Seemingly, then obviously Jonathan Gresham has beaten Lee Moriarty in that championship shot. And yeah, this is big.
It was actually, my apologies, it was Castagnoli confronting Gresham.
Oh,
not the other way around.
Not to the way around.
I feel like that's an important addition. Now, because Rampage hasn't aired yet, this isn't official. You don't buy it until you eye it, but it's very much looking like the ROH Death Before Dishonor will be headlined by Jonathan Gresham defending the ROH World title against Claudio Castagnoli.
That's big, man. That's big. That's going to be really good as well. That's sort of two people who, when Claudio came into AEW, I think that was one person that you're like, I hope they kind of have a little bit of back and forth somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, and I think they'll work well. I think either Jonathan Gresham will snap every ligament in Claudio's leg with technical mastery, or Claudio will just swing Jonathan Gresham for 9 hours. Oh. It could go either way. Oh. They join a packed night of champions, which also includes Samoa Joe and Jay Lethal with the World TV title on the line. Make a noise. Tell me how you're feeling about the match. Good noise.
Yeah.
Always catches me off. God. And my neighbours. Wheeler Yuta defends the Pure title against Daniel Garcia.
Oh, I can feel it in me loins, lad.
FTR defends the World Tag titles against the Briscoes. The women's world titles on the line. It's Mercedes Martinez versus Serena Deeb.
Just stop it now. It's just too good, man.
And give us a noise for the undisputed ROH World title match. Gresh versus Cast.
I'm gonna enjoy this one a lot. Like, a lot. It's going to be very, very good.
And we enjoyed this one as well. We'll have more wrestling news throughout the day and across the weekend at cultaholic.com. Case.
Love you, bye.